Do you have a strong position either way about whether or not Albertans would be better served if political parties were represented in municipal politics?
I'm having a hard time understanding why that would even come into play in terms of the infrastructure we're putting into the municipality, whether potholes are getting filled, which roads are being fixed. I think there's far better ways to increase municipal engagement besides turning it into another political party fight.
When it comes to municipal politics, would you rather candidates run as individuals or run as representatives of political parties? And 68%, more than 2/3 of people, told us they would prefer if municipal candidates continued to run as individuals. Only 24% wanted them to be part of a political party, and 9% were just a little unsure and couldn't give us an answer there. They're worried that if you're elected as part of a slate, you're going to be motivated to vote according to party lines and not necessarily what's best for your representative. So among those people who want to keep the system the same, 92% of them say we risk having our municipal candidates vote according to the best interests of their party rather than constituents. And then the next reason they give is they feel that politics is going to become more divisive and less effective if there's political parties at the municipal level.
We see examples of this all the time where we can see good ideas in politics, but they don't happen because they're not ideas from the government. Right, Tyler?
A good idea is a good idea. It doesn't matter.
So, clearly what's driving this, you've got Take Back Alberta talking about how they want to focus on school board elections and that sort of thing. This movement is really coming out of the conservative side of the ledger, and that's just because of their ongoing frustration. Why can we win at the provincial and the federal level, but we can't seem to win at the municipal level? And a lot of them are thinking, parties may give them that advantage. Municipal elections include both school boards and municipal councils. So, why do I think that conservatives have a hard time winning at the local level? Well, I think my theory for that is, as you get closer to home, the left-right continuum kind of means less and less in your mind when you're a voter, right? So here in Alberta, we've got this strong history of electing conservatives at a provincial level. We have an even stronger history of voting conservatives at a federal level, right? The further you get away from home, the easier it is to vote for a conservative party. The closer you get to home, and it's like Tyler said, when you ask people what the most important municipal issues are, they talk about infrastructure, they talk about parking, they talk about rec facilities. And the closer you get to home, I think the less likely you are to, apply a fiscally conservative lens to municipal issues. So I think that's one of the reasons that, right-wing candidates just don't do as well at the municipal level because the issues people are considering are different at the municipal level.
I think because the municipalities also now having to deal with social needs in their communities. I don't think that necessarily means that you're left-leaning or don't align with the Conservative Party. I think that what we're being forced to look after right now in terms of healthcare and social needs, Wetaskiwin's a great example of the mental health and addictions that we're struggling with right now. Just because that's a focus that I have that I think is going to make my community better doesn't mean that I'm left-leaning in terms of my political stripe. It's something that I'm forced to deal with. And it's got nothing to do with my political alignment.
So now those who like political parties at the municipal level, their main reason is they just think it'll be easier to understand where a candidate stands if they're part of a slate. And that's one of the challenges in a municipal election is trying to figure out, where candidates stand.